If you're looking for a potential property as an investment in Kissimmee, Florida, or somewhere near Central Florida, so come with me. Yes, right now I'm going to show you a property that I'm reviewing with my client. So you're going to see raw, unfiltered, unedited video, just like I'm reviewing it with my client who is looking to buy an investment around this area. So stick with me as I'll be posting a few other videos that I'm reviewing with my client this week. So my goal is not to make it a polished video, but rather make it a real video of what we see day in and day out as we review the properties. So this specific property is located at 8928 Bismarck Palm Road in Kissimmee, Florida. And it is located in Paradise Palms Resort. So it is a little bit, I wouldn't say older, but it's built in 2013. So there are some properties that obviously were built after that. And it's 5 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms with 3,015 square feet. So as we are looking at it, I'm basically viewing it from the lens of, would that be a good investment for my client? What are the things that we need to look for? So obviously, one thing is the price, right? So I've seen properties selling for about $490,000 in this area that were really beautiful. There are some that are listed less, there are that are listed more. So what I love about this property is that it is listed at $448,000. And this is a huge price opportunity. So even if I see some things that are not perfect, the price is definitely a consideration, and we can definitely make it the way we want it. So this community usually has one car garage that is mostly used as, play area, some additional amenities, kids' playrooms, you name it. I love it. It's actually fun, exciting, some additional area for the kids to spend time at. Sometimes people even put mini splits. So this is pretty good. Another feature that I like in this specific floor plan is that both first floor and second floor have primary suites, and you will see that in a minute. So nice dining area here. And I absolutely love the 2-story ceiling. This is awesome, you guys. And by the way, in one of the properties that I've seen, there was a gorgeous chandelier hanging down there, which made this area all that more impressive. So definitely something that someone living here or renting this place could utilize and do. Another feature, there are multiple storage rooms here. Some of the owners who rent the properties as Airbnb put the locks on them and use it as owner closets. So this way, when they visit on vacation and visit the area, they have their own belongings, whether it's their own bedding, whether it's some fun toys, pool equipment, you name it. So the kitchen is pretty lovely, very good size. I love that there is an island here instead of the kind of tiered bar area. So definitely nice and open feature here. Pretty good. I already showed you this area, I believe. So washer, dryer, laundry is definitely pretty spacious here. And now we are going off to the primary suite. And look at this, makes it pretty bright. So the primary suite here downstairs, pretty spacious, not as spacious as the one you will see upstairs, but still very good size. And the closets, pretty good as well. Not a walk-in closet as I see in some of the Airbnbs, but still. So this community allows both short-term and long-term rental. So this is also a good thing, because just in case if you don't want to Airbnb it, or who knows, you can actually rent it long-term. So, and here is our outdoor space. One thing to note, in this community, homes come with a pool. However, majority of the pools are only half size of this one here. And I absolutely love this about this pool. I was actually Not expecting to see the size, because I've seen plenty of homes who have tiniest of pools, and the patio kind of like ends right here. So this was a very, very pleasant surprise. And all of this here is pretty cool too, to put like a nice lounge chair or something else. So I like that. I really do. So this week I will be posting some additional videos of the properties that could be considered for the long or short-term rental, as well as potentially long-term. Now, not every community in Kissimmee allows long-term rental, and that's something to note. Or some of the communities allow it only in certain phases. So if you're thinking about buying a property in Kissimmee area, for whatever reason, I always like to keep my clients' options open. So these are all of the things I help my clients check out before we make an offer, because I want my clients to have options, and I want my clients to be able to resell the property if that need ever arises. So here is upstairs. I love this area. And I've seen a couple of properties where they utilized it as a loft, additional TV, sitting area. One thing, this might become a concern, especially if you have small children. If, God forbid, anybody puts a chair here or something like that, that is not a desired event. I've seen one of the properties actually using some safety feature where they build it to the ceiling, which kind of closes this off, which I thought was very, very smart. So off we go to see 2 more bedrooms. And I kind of like how they did the 2 beds here, but look at this, they're not twin size, they're actually full size. So this room was very generously sized for sure. So I like that. So now some of the wallpaper here looks like it's getting tired, but it's okay. And some of the other things I'm looking at when I'm reviewing with my clients, obviously I'm paying attention as like how well the paint is holding up. Do we need to repaint it? Do we need to freshen up? Do we need to replace the carpet? I mean, honestly, this carpet is not in the bad shape. It just needs to be stretched. But I mean, of course, based on the owner desires and goals and intentions, you can definitely do a few more things to the property and make it more appealing. But, this is all personal taste and very subjective, I would say. And then from there on, we go here. It's kind of interesting, the positioning of the beds facing that way versus the other way. But fun room as well. And another closet. I love the fact that there are many closets around here. And then linen closet and 1 more bathroom. One thing that attracts me about this property is the price, guys. $448,000. This is the lowest price I've seen for this square footage home. So look at this primary suite here. Upstairs, you got tub, you got dual sinks, vanity. It's pretty cool. So very, very, very spacious. Very, very spacious. So now let's see this side. I love this room, guys. This is so huge. This is really good sized bedroom. I absolutely love it. So here is my thought process on this property. I have shown a few of the same exactly floor plan, and I've shown a couple of different floor plan. So this floor plan, price range between $460,000 and $520,000-ish, $530,000-ish. There was a gorgeous property that sold for $495,000 in this community, which is the same square footage, but was really beautifully done, kind of updated and just really well presented. Pool was smaller, but the property was beautiful. I've seen some properties in the $470,000, $480,000 range, that needed some work. So for the fact that this one is priced at $448,000, we could definitely close some eyes on some things that are here, and you definitely have the budget to update it to your liking and still be well with, under the market price potentially. So not sure what the seller motivation is, I guess. Maybe they just want to sell because, let's face it, some properties in Osceola County, in Kissimmee in particular, some of them do stay on the market for quite some time. And if you guys have a look, whether it's a Zillow or somewhere else, you will notice that some of the properties are sitting on the market for 200 days, 300 days, 400 days. Now, not all the time it's an indicator that it's a bad property or that the pricing was off. Many times it could be a very well positioned property or very great property, but it is being rented so much that it's impossible to get people in the door in between those rentals. So all of this obviously have to be looked at. Now, on my end, I'm obviously pulling the numbers for my client to see, what kind of rentals are the owners doing? Is there income that is being produced from those rentals, or what's the story behind it really? Is it a good investment? And obviously my clients would have to crunch the numbers along with the property taxes that are typically in the upwards of way beyond $6,000-7,000. Now this property is a little under $6,000, but hey, we know it that when you buy this property at the current market value, it's probably going to be a little higher than what it is right now with the current owners. Now, the HOA in this property is a little over 600, so it's not horrible given the amenities, but it's still another expense to consider. And now we will look at some of the amenities in Paradise Palms Resort. So they do have pretty nice basketball court, a nice clubhouse, and a beautiful pool area. So this is the clubhouse. So it looks pretty cool. Paradise Palms Cinema. Kind of fun. Check this out. It's got the movie theater. Nice arcade area, which I'm not going to go to since there are people there. So a lot of fun activities. And obviously you have bathrooms and things like that. Starbucks coffee. It's like a little store. You can buy your sunscreen, some pool noodles, a little bit of the Disney. Hi, how you doing? A little bit of the Disney merch. Ice cream. This is cool. Front desk where you can check in. And more importantly, beautiful outdoors. Look at this pool area. It's quite nice. It says pool is currently closed, not sure why, but it is pretty beautiful. Resort style pool. tic-tac-toe. So lots of fun. So nice amenities. So an additional things you see here is the playground and the volleyball court. So as someone who is considering investing in Kissimmee or anywhere for that matter, you want to make sure you have as many amenities to offer to your guests as possible. So all of those things, although you might not have young children or you might not have somebody who loves playing volleyball or whatnot, it's super important to consider that your guests might actually love that. So I feel like this is an important part of the decision when selecting the property to purchase for investment. So I hope you find this helpful. Like I said, it's a raw, unedited version of it. So let me know if there are any other communities you would like to see. It doesn't matter if it's short-term rental, Kissimmee, or somewhere else. I work in all of the Central Florida, Orlando, and beyond. So let me know and I will be happy to share with you. My name is Tatiana Clark. I'm your relocation specialist and investment specialist. Till next time, thanks for watching. Bye.